Hola y bienvenidos a otra sesión o a su primera sesión de Español 1A, tal vez. So welcome to another session or maybe your first session of Spanish 1A con DPR with DPR. So at Freestyle, our motto is, or I guess what we live by is connecting people through language, which plays in perfectly to what you guys do, which is building great things. So we're super excited to continue this partnership, and I'm really excited for the session that lies ahead. We're going to have a lot of fun. So without much further ado, bienvenidos, welcome, and let's get started. En este video vamos a ver, so in this video we're going to see a general welcome to Freestyle. We're going to look at our online curriculum and resources on Teachable. Teachable is the name of our online curriculum platform. That's how we refer to it. So just getting used to the verbiage. We're going to take a quick glance at the syllabus, nothing too in depth, just kind of what we look forward to in the upcoming session. And we're going to talk about Padlet, what it is and how you guys are going to use it. Pero primero me llamo Michelle, but first, my name is Michelle. I'm going to be your teacher for Español 1A, for Spanish 1A this session. So, un poco sobre Michelle, a little bit about Michelle, a little bit about me. Empecé a estudiar el español cuando tenía 13 años, right? So I started studying Spanish when I was 13 years old. Me gradué de la Universidad de Texas después de estudiar portugués, español y la lingüística. So I graduated from UT with a major in Portuguese and Spanish and linguistics. Y yo crecí hablando japonés y portugués. I grew up speaking Japanese and Portuguese, mixing them together, kind of like Spanglish, but with Japanese and Portuguese. And we jokingly called that Nihonges in my household growing up. Tengo dos hijas, se llaman Cecilia y Camila. I have two daughters named Cecilia and Camila, and son muy traviesas. They are super mischievous and super cute. Look at them. Okay, so now how it works, our hybrid model, right? So this is just kind of how it's going to play out for you guys in our virtual classroom, kind of the step-by-step, your to-dos for the week, so that you guys are successful, okay? So you're gonna have access to a weekly pre-class video prep lesson. And this is kind of your first introduction to the main grammar points for the upcoming week. And this is really key because this helps to ensure your success in our virtual classroom. So after you watch this, before coming to your Monday class, you're going to arrive at our virtual face-to-face, not having seen it for the first time. That means you're a little bit more ready to practice. You're coming ready with your questions. And by no means do you have to be an expert on this video, right? It's just kind of getting your feet wet so that it's a little bit less clunky in the virtual classroom, okay? Our virtual classroom or our virtual classes are going to be on Monday and Wednesday, and it's going to be just like this over Zoom, right? All of us are going to get together on Zoom, and it's a virtual experience, a virtual class for us. It's at the same time every Monday and Wednesday, and you guys should be receiving an email with Zoom link times, same time every week, okay? Every Monday and Wednesday. And then we'll have a third day of instruction, which is our weekly construction language, usually on Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, but you guys will receive all that information as to when in an email as well. But basically here what we're doing, this is much more of a laid back atmosphere. We're coming, we're having a conversation, we're talking about how our week was, we're learning some construction language, so it's more applicable to you and to your field. And really this is an opportunity for you guys to practice what you learned previously in the week and just an opportunity to produce language spontaneously, right? Practice, having that conversation. And it's also a place for you guys to arrive with questions sobre el español, no? Right, about Spanish. It could be what you learned in that week, or maybe it's just a random question you guys have. Maybe you learned a new word and want to talk about it, right? And we're also going to take a look at our online curriculum platform, right? Just to get you guys familiarized. So this is kind of what it's going to look like whenever you click into it for the first time. And I'm actually going to take you into it. So here we go. These are all the courses. And this is yours right here, Spanish 1A 12-week online. And here we go, right? And as you can see, just a basic overview here, we have our resources for students, which includes our syllabus, our pronunciation workshops, and our Padlet. We'll talk about all those in a second. Zoom links for class. If you guys ever are wondering where can I, oh my God, it's like the meeting started our class started 5 minutes ago and I'm kind of flustered. Where's the link? You could always find it here, okay? Some important session dates, our pronunciation portfolio, and the rest is organized by week, right? So in every week, you're gonna have the prep lesson video right here. This week, it's a welcome and a prep lesson video. We have our weekly handout that we're gonna work through in class. Sometimes I'll assign homework out of it. We have a key there in case you miss class. You can check your answers here. And we also have some additional activities for you guys to kind of really make everything that we learned in class gel, right? So why don't we take a look at the syllabus here. Here we go. It's taking a second to load. Okay, and then here we go, right? We have our bienvenidos, our welcome, and then we go, we literally start as basic as possible in the 12-week, in Spanish 1A, I should say. We start with the alphabet and sounds, and then we start slowly building sentences. We go into like subject pronouns, such as things like I and you and we. We talk about my and yours and theirs. And then we start talking about the present tense. We start saying things like, I eat cookies. I walk to the store, right? And by the end, we're making complex sentences, such as, I want to go to the store and I have to go to the store. I can go to the store, right? So we live in the present tense in Spanish 1A, but by the end, we're able to do quite a bit with it, right? So now let's take a look here at our pronunciation workshop. These are we're going to be working with these in class. This isn't designed, and by the way, these are at your dispose, right? You guys can access these and look through them whenever you want. The goal is not to lose your accent. It's to be able to say a word as it's intended to be said, right? So we're not totally butchering it, because if you can say a word, you're more likely to commit that to memory and have that as part of your new Spanish inventory, right, of words. That's just a little bit about the pronunciation workshops. And now let's talk about our Padlet, right? So we could think of this as our virtual cork board. You guys are going to use this before we get to class on Monday, right? And here you could see a ton of things, right? This is from a past Padlet, so this is actually really good. You guys can see how it works. We can post things on here for like just resource sharing. We're going to do mini missions from here. We'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So basically what you do is you come down here to the plus sign, you generate, it looks just like a virtual sticky note, kind of. You put a title, you could put some text in there, you could link things, right? And this is just a way for us to continue our Spanish dialogue, continue our Spanish practice, like outside of class, right? Not synchronously with class. So we're going to take full advantage of this. I might put like a cool song up. You guys feel free to put like cool little funny things up too, and I'll comment and we could comment on each other's stuff, and it's really fun, right? And then our pronunciation portfolio, we'll talk a little bit about that later in the session. But as you can see, that's just kind of a brief overview of what the curriculum platform looks like. And you can see here all the material kind of organized on a week by week basis. Yeah. And now let us go back to our presentation. Okay, so that was our online curriculum platform. We took a brief look at the syllabus. We looked at Padlet. Now let's talk about our mini missions, right? So this session, we're gonna watch a couple of episodes of a very scandalous telenovela soap opera called La Casa de las Flores. We're gonna watch it on our own time outside of class, and I'm gonna post a little mission for you guys based on the episode that you just watched. It's a lot of fun, and it's another way for you guys to stay engaged and just practice este español, that's Spanish, right? Okay, and so now what I want you guys to do, presentaciones, introductions, right? I want you guys to go on Padlet and generate a post, just like I showed you guys using that little plus sign. You're gonna have to create an account. It is free, and there are instructions on how to do it right there. So go ahead and do that, right? I want you to answer this question right here, right? Or fill in these blanks. Me llamo blank, right? My name is blank. Y me gusta blank, right? I like blank. So my name is Michelle and I like coffee, right? My name is Michelle and I like coffee. I'm going to do this too so you guys can look at the example. But definitely get on there and introduce yourself to me and to the rest of the class. ¿Sí? Entonces, so now week 1, preparation. Read your welcome email from Freestyle Language Center. Access Teachable and explore the curriculum resources. Just get in there and click around and familiarize yourself. Introduce yourself on Padlet, right? Me llamo blank, me gusta blank, right? My name is blank and I like blank. Get started thumbing through those week 1 vocabulary flashcards. You don't have to memorize them. Just kind of look through them maybe and see what kind of words we're going to be learning this coming week. And you certainly don't have to do this portion before you arrive to class on Monday, but sometime throughout the week, maybe you want to look at the pronunciation workshop and watch this alphabet video. Start here, Spanish alphabet. It's going to be super, super helpful to you guys once we get to our Wednesday class, which is starting to go over some of the sounds and letters in Español. All right, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Super excited to meet you guys. Y nos vemos el lunes. I'll see you guys on Monday. Adios.